This is a wake-up call, or should be a wake-up call for some of us. And I want you to face yourself and the reality of you right now. Not a long video, just straightforward to the point, shooting from the hip, if you will, no pun intended. But I have lived to be 61, almost 62 years old. And some of the things that I've experienced in my life have been pretty traumatic. I've seen family, loved ones pass away from diseases, cancer, HIV even. And I have taken care of people that have passed away from those same means as well. When I worked in nursing for a decade, I've seen people die right in front of me. I've cleaned people's bodies to prepare them for the morticians to come and pick the bodies up before. And I'm a father and a grandfather and even a great grandfather. But what I'm trying to get to is this. Those things that we control, we should control. And stop making excuses for what we have done to ourselves. So what I'm saying is this. You shouldn't be sad. You shouldn't be upset. You should not be distraught when you contract cancer or are diagnosed with cancer outside of something that you had no control over. We understand that. But the things that you do have control over and that you should have control over, such as cigarette smoking, chewing tobacco, the use of alcohol, and the ravages that it causes against your liver and your other organs, and even the other drugs that you partake in bad diets laden with chemicals and artificial chemicals and preservatives, and the list can go on. Putting yourself in those situations, even dire situations, and to find out that you're going to live a shorter life, it's really no reason for you to be upset. Now, I do know there are some of us, and I speak collectively, there are some of us that have certain circumstances and or experiences in life that's very tumultuous. It's difficult to get over some of the things that we're experiencing in life and have experienced in life. And people turn to drugs. People turn to various other means or outlets to sort of compensate and to take their mind away. But nonetheless, you still kill yourself by the means and the methods that you use. If you're smoking cigarettes, for example, and your doctor tells you that you have lung cancer, are you surprised? Why? Why do you want a miracle to happen for the bad habit? If you're excessively drinking alcohol and the doctor tells you that you have cirrhosis of the liver or liver cancer, why are you upset and angry when you caused it yourself? If you are extremely obese or obese, period, and you have gastrointestinal problems and or cancer, Crohn's disease, diverticulitis, IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome, leaky gut, all related to diet for the most part. If you have neurological issues, if you have heart problems, and you're not eating as close to a natural diet as possible and letting that be your norm, your normal diet, but you're eating everything that comes across the table, so to speak, no pun intended, Every new invention, every new type of food, every new flavor, color, food enhancer, every restaurant that pops up in the mall, the strip mall, or wherever, you want to indulge. And then you end up with fibroids and cysts and cancer as a result over time. Are you surprised? Your body belongs to you. No one else. It's yours. You came out of your mother's womb. We did. Alone. We came out of that birth canal as an individual. Even if you were twins or triplets, you still came out first. Your life belongs to you and is precious. So I'm encouraging you today, if you are a partaker of any of these bad habits and or ills, consider the rest of your life from this day forward. Start exercising your body that was given to you by the Creator, the Most High. Start exercising it, because there's nothing anywhere that says that you're not supposed to exercise as you get older. Even though you did a lot of that maybe as a child. Sedentary exercises, which means like sitting, lying around, driving the car, catching the bus all of the time, more than you move yourself. We are a living organism. We better start acting like it. Every morning, as you're waking up, sometimes to the sound of the birds chirping, the squirrels are out, other animals are out frolicking and so forth. Why are you always chilling and relaxing? You deserve it if you're a working person, physically active. And if you don't work a physical job where you're up digging holes or cutting trees down and so forth, or plowing or what have you, at least get your exercise in 3 to 4 days a week, 30 to 45 minutes a session, at least. Keep that heart, which is a muscle, going. Strengthen it, because it is a muscle and it must be exercised. Sitting around is not exercise. It's involuntary. It's going to beat on its own, but you got to help it a little bit, So again, when a doctor tells you that you have lung cancer and you're still smoking, why are you upset? If the doctor tells you, when you tell them that I can hardly catch my breath, I'm having problems breathing, I have bronchitis and so on and so forth, but you're still smoking. When you have mouth cancer from chewing tobacco or even snuff, why are you surprised when they have to cut part of your jaw out? When you sit down and your stomach sits on your lap, do you think that's normal? Aren't you predisposed to diabetes and maybe some other medical issues? Someone says, well, because of this problem, I can't do that according to my doctor. What about according to you? What about according to nature? Sometimes, and even more so than not, we have to be our own doctors, because this is our own body. Think about it. Brother teacher, if you need some help, if you need some information, if you need a little boost, I'm not going to carry you, but I will guide you. Much love. Take care.